This is my third attempt at making this video. It's a video on how to make icon mods for the Dream theme. Now I'm going to cut out even more than the last two videos because Cam Studio seems to die after a certain amount. I'm using my other monitor now, hopefully the resolution would be easier to handle. Okay, there are two things you need: icon resizer and a collection of the high definition icon sets. Those are the ones with the at 2x, not the SD ones. To find the image resizer, go to Mod My Eye, type in image resize, one word, and go to the Kevin X's thread, resize iPhone 4 themes for older things, and download that. It's amazing, that guy's a god. Moving on. What we're going to do now is open up Photoshop. I have it already opened. We're going to have the Actions tab open. That is Windows, Actions, or Alt F9. What we're going to do now is press this folder button. I'm going to call it Dream Icon Mods. With that selected, we're now going to create a new action, and we're going to call it Example Mod. Now it's recording. It's recording everything we do from now on Photoshop. So with that, doing that, keep this open, get Photoshop back up. Okay, it's having a bit of troubles. And we're going to, while it's recording, open anyone as an example. We'll choose Angry Birds. Open with Photoshop. Now, to save time, please, if you want to be an icon modder and you want me to officially produce it, do it this way, because it will be much faster, much better. Like, I went to a lot of details in the other video tutorials I tried making, and it doesn't seem to work. So, I'm going to first create a background layer so you can see. So, Control-Shift-N. Click on that, we'll call it BG, fill it with the background color, that's Control Delete or Edit Fill, and we'll just so you can see what's happening. Then we're going to cut out the frame of this. Now, I haven't planned this out properly. Yes, it's fine. Note I'm going on the inside of the black frame, okay? Using this marquee select tool. We're going to then cut, and this we now call image. Okay, and we have now this, we'll call this old frame. Now we're going to create a new layer. Press this button here, or Control N, double click the words and call it guide. Set the foreground color to lime green, select the marquee tool, and select the see, now we're capturing the outside of the frame. This is a guide, so we'll hide this layer. You're going to press Alt Delete to fill it with the foreground color. Now we're going to Control D to get rid of the ants. Now we're going to do Control Shift and create a new layer. We're going to call this New Frame. Now this is what I went into a lot of detail before, but just take my word for it. Right click on this, sometimes it's custom shape or whatever. Use the round rectangular tool. Make sure you're on Pixel Fill Pixel, which is the third one out of these three. Make sure you're on the rounded rectangle one, and make sure your radius is 13. Set your foreground color to whatever. I like white, and we're going to then zoom in. Now, what we're going to do is, I have a thing, you're going to go View, Show, Pixel Grid. Now, watch the cursor very closely. I hope the video can pick this up. This is good, okay, just outside the thing. This is bad. I'll explain that. I won't actually explain that at all. This is good, this is bad. So make sure you're on this, click and drag, hold shift to make it go faster. Not that fast. Alright, and again, that's good, this is bad. So we want it like that. Okay, so we've made our circly thing. Now you're going to select the marquee tool, Control click on guide, note the ants, right click using the marquee tool and make sure you're in the new frame layer. Go select inverse, right click, cut, and delete layer 1. That just ensures that there's nothing outside that box. Hide guide. Now with the new frame selected again, control, click the thumbnail for image, and you have the ants just around the image thing. In new frame, again with the marquee tool, right click, layer via cut, and delete layer 1 yet again. Now we have our new frame. This is where the icon modders can choose whatever they want to do with the icon. You just may have to make sure that old frame is always selected, because that's what has the shadow. One thing I want to enforce is that whatever the icon mod, the drop shadow has to be the same. So that's what we're going to keep constant. With this new frame, double click it, we have our layer styles. Do whatever you want. I have one already made, we'll just use this for this example. We have that. Now what we're going to do is hide the background, and we have that done. Now note how we're going to now save it. We're going to go Control Shift S, or File Save As, Format PNG, and we're going to save over its original one, Angry Birds. Press OK. And what we're going to do now say in the action it has saved, we're also going to close it. It's going to ask, do you want a PNG? We're going to say no. A PSD. We say no, and that's done. Our action is done. We're going to press stop, and there's our action. Now to batch process, we're going to go File, Automate, Batch, Set Dream Icons Mod, Actions, Example Mod, more if you have others. Source, choose folder, we're going to call it Default Dream Icons HD. Override Action Open commands, good. Select Override Action Save As command, good. Errors, stop for errors, fine. Include all subfolders, just keep those unchecked. And we hit OK. Fingers crossed everything works. And it does. So as you can see, it's going through all the layers all the actions one by one, and it's just going, creating all the different icons. If you want to watch our progress, note how this is now different. Watch, for example, the one it's doing now is this. Wait, oh, it's going quickly. It's doing this one, and it's just, see? All the icons are being made instantly. Now, so I can ensure that, okay, quickly before my Cam Studio dies on me, this is how you do batch processing. Make sure you do everything I did in this video, and just make sure that the layer style for the new frame is whatever you want. Make sure you keep the old frame selected. Zip it all up into one thing. Look, I'm going to stop this now before the computer dies. Just stop. It's done quite a few icons, as you can see, in a matter of seconds. It did 55 icons, and it'll just keep going till it's done. Now what you're going to do is use Image Resizer. So you're going to go Image Resizer, Run. Where is it? Can't even find it. Here it is. Choose Theme Folder. Select. Boom. It's doing all of it instantly. So yeah, again, this is Kevin X, all his work. It's brilliant. Now look, everything's everything's been resized, all nicely, everything you want. Then just zip that up, give it to me, and there's our new icon mod. And if the community likes it, we'll upload it officially. So there's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, and can't wait to see what you guys make.